and Judiciary Committees. Congressman Lieu, good to have you with me tonight. Should Stone be allowed to defend himself in the court of opinion at this point, do you think?
Thank you, Aaron, for your question. I'm a former prosecutor, and I have a different take on this. I actually would want Roger Stone going around talking about his indictment on as many TV shows as possible.
Why?
Prosecutors like it when defendants keep on talking because Roger Stone doesn't actually know the evidence that Special Counsel Mueller has. Whatever Roger Stone says now can and will likely be used against him in a trial, and it just gives more opportunities for Roger Stone to make a mistake and to say things that either confirm or help the special counsel's prosecution. So I don't even know how hard Mueller's going to fight this.
Interesting. All right. Well, President Trump was asked about Roger Stone by the New York Times, and the Stone indictment, of course, as you're aware, says that a senior campaign official was directed to contact Stone about WikiLeaks, right? And we've all been saying, well, who's more senior than a senior campaign official, right? All right, so who directed that person to do that? Let me play you the exchange when the president was asked, of course, if it was him.
Did you ever talk to him about WikiLeaks? Because that's you never had a conversation.
No, I didn't. I never did.
Did you ever tell him to, or other people to get in touch with him?
Never did.
Do you believe him, Congressman?
I don't know. I can't tell in this case what the evidence is. I do know that Donald Trump has lied thousands of times, according to a Washington Post fact checker that tracks all his lies. I also know that if you look at the number of people that could have ordered a senior campaign official to take any action, it's not a lot. It certainly wasn't Melania. So there's only a limited number of people left, and we'll see what the evidence shows on whether it was Donald Trump or someone else in his family or potentially Jared Kushner.
Right, or his son-in-law. All right, Congressman, you sent a letter to the White House Acting Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney, and you asked to revoke Jared Kushner's security clearance. And you did this after an NBC report, which said Kushner had been rejected for a clearance by 2 White House security specialists after his FBI background check raised concerns. And then, so they said, don't do it. Their supervisor overruled them. President Trump was also asked about this by the New York Times, and let me play that exchange with Maggie Haberman.
Tell General Kelly or anyone else in the White House to overrule security officials, the career?
No, I don't think I have the authority to do that. I'm not sure I do, but I wouldn't do it. Jared's a good. I was never involved with his security. I know that he, just from reading, I know that there was issues back and forth about security for numerous people, actually. But I don't want to get involved in that stuff.
Do you believe him on that he would never get involved with Jared Kushner and his security clearance?
I do not. Congressman Don Beyer and I have been working on this issue for over a year when we first learned that Jared Kushner omitted material information about all his foreign contacts, not once, but twice on his security clearance forms. Kushner also has these deep financial ties and problems with issues like 666 Fifth Avenue, a property that is in debt. And career specialists said he shouldn't get a top security clearance. He was then overruled by the White House. I think Donald Trump had something to do with it, but the fact is these career specialists were overruled. There's no reason for that. Jared Kushner should not have a security clearance. It should be revoked, and I certainly hope our intelligence agencies are not giving him any top secret information to see.
Congressman, I also want to ask you about the Virginia governor, Democrat Ralph Northam. We saw the photo today from his yearbook. He has now responded and admitted that it is not just on his yearbook page, that he is indeed one of the 2 people in this picture. One is wearing blackface, the other is in a KKK robe and hat. Should the governor of Virginia remain the governor of Virginia?
No. Governor Northam should resign. There is no defense for that shockingly racist photograph. I note that Republican Secretary of State Michael Ertel resigned recently for being blackface. This is a picture of blackface next to a KKK figure. That is far worse. Northam should no longer be in office.
All right. Thank you very much, Congressman.